Well, this is a big difference compared
I
to
know.
Tuesday. They're going to be like, that's not what you were wearing.
It's okay. I kind of like that we're going for comfort right now.
So if we're being honest, we were really debating on whether or not to continue the Thursday episodes because
Yeah.
I don't know. It was fun, but they weren't that scary. So we wanted to try something a little bit different this time around. Let us know what you think. But first, Chelly,
Yes.
do you think us talking about more spooky experiences, do you think that can fix your life?
I do.
Okay, good. Welcome to the Book Fix podcast, a podcast where we fix lives one book at a time. I'm your host, Yahaira.
And I'm your host, Chelly. Hold on. I need to face you because I feel like I'm not looking at you. Okay.
Okay.
So you've prepared stuff for us.
Yes. Well, first, before we start talking about that, we should mention our book club. Do you want to talk about our book club?
So we have book club on Fable and on Goodreads. Book of the month is My Ex, the Antichrist by Craig D. Louis. If you would like to join us on our book clubs, you can find the links to them on our link tree, linktr.ee/thebookfix, or
You can find us under the Book Fix pod.
yes, thank you.
Thank you. So, how have you been feeling about our spooky episodes?
I decided to listen to one during my commute for work.
Which one? Was it a Thursday one? Because
No.
that's what I was mostly hoping for.
It was not a Thursday one.
Oh,
I
okay.
forget which episode it was. It might have been it was recently. What did you recently? Mapping the Interior?
Mm.
The thing is, I wasn't scared when we talked about it.
Yeah.
Specifically that one. And
You
no,
seemed scared.
really?
Yeah.
I'm more scared than I felt then.
Well, sometimes things need to sit for a little bit. We need to think about it.
There was one that we are going to talk about that I'm really excited for you guys to see where I was completely spooked. So I feel like it's weird looking back at things and being the listener sometimes because it feels amplified. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I don't remember if I was scared. Was I scared? Did I seem scared when you listened to it?
I don't know, but sometimes when we sit close enough to each other, I can feel your fear energy, and I wasn't really feeling it then.
I thought you were going to say, because we're sitting so close to each other, I feel so protected. I feel like nothing can harm me while you're right here.
If a ghost tries to get me, they better think twice.
Not while she's around.
Ghost biggest fear, I woke up. Oh my gosh.
All right, so I decided today, why don't we try to go through the paranormal forum on Reddit as opposed to the no sleep?
Okay. Do you feel like paranormal, I guess like real paranormal stories, does that feel scarier to you?
Well, I just like the idea of maybe hearing out someone's actual experience, I guess. Because the no sleep forum, it's just like, it's meant to be fiction, right?
Yeah. And that's funny because like you like hearing ghost stories. Crazy thing. I hate hearing ghost stories. It feels too close because I feel like the ghosts are listening and they're like, she's scared. Why don't we latch on to her? That's how they get you. So I vow for this episode, I'm not going to get scared because nothing's going to latch on to me. Nothing is going
to latch on to
Spookometer's
you?
at 0. -1 right now.
Okay.
They're
well.
more scared of me than I am of them.
Okay, well, I'm excited for this. So this comes from Plenty Discount, $75.90. Okay?
Love that.
It's titled, I Saw My Grandfather Sitting in the Kitchen 6 months After He Died. It says, this happened a few years ago. My grandfather passed away in the spring. We were close and I had been helping him in his last week, so I was pretty shaken up. One night, about 6 months later, I got up around 2 a.m. to grab a drink of water. As I walked into the kitchen, I froze. My grandfather was sitting at the table. Same plaid shirt he always wore, same posture like he was waiting for his tea to finish steeping. It wasn't a shadow or a trick of the light. I saw his face clearly. He didn't look at me, didn't move, just sat there like it was the most normal thing in the world. After maybe about 3 seconds, I blinked and the chair was empty. I stood there shaking for a long time. I know grief can play tricks on you, but it felt real. I've never had another experience like this.
That's so sad. Oh my
Why are you crying? Dude, so last night we watched The Conjuring. And I just had this thought in my great big beautiful mind.
Of course.
Why are horror stories so sad?
They're
So sad. Like, damn.
I mean, if I could put my 2 cents in. If I could put my 2 cents.
It was more of a rhetorical question.
Okay.
No, just kidding. Go ahead.
It just feels like ghosts that stay have a reason. You know what I mean? Like, I think that if I were a ghost, I'd want to get out of here. I think I'm done. But if I can't say that if I had like unfinished business, you know what I mean?
Okay.
So I feel like every ghost story you ever hear, it's always someone who didn't get to finish what they wanted.
But it sounds like this grandfather is just waiting on his tea. So it sounds more of like, I'm just here because this is a routine for me.
It's so sad too that because he wasn't looking at anyone.
Why are you
Because he just wanted his fucking tecito. And you know, it's just like,
I bet it's the sleepy time bear
that's the
tecito.
oh my god, like, to me, that's so sad. Not spooky at all. It's so sad because it's like, to be a ghost.
But think about it. Think about it. If you saw a ghost of someone who has passed in your life doing a routine, though, it's like not even like, dude, gotta tell you some tea.
Dude, I know. I can imagine I would be scared, but I would be more confused. The fear would take over in that second, but I would be more confused than scared overall.
Like, why are you here?
But I mean, if one of my loved ones came back just for a little cafecito con leche,
I would sit right next to him.
And I can't be mad.
No, I wouldn't. I'd be so scared.
In their ghost voice, y el panecito.
Dude, that's just mostly sad, but
sad. Spookometer?
We don't need to give it a spookometer,
Sarah.
Okay?
I feel like I might be spooked, but I'm not gonna because the ghost ain't coming to me.
Okay, here's the next one. It is written by responsible_link_635.
Love that for them.
Titled, As I was going to bed, something sat on my mattress.
Me. It was me.
Oh my God, you
I'm
were
in the
there.
story.
You know Responsible Link?
Of course.
635?
Yeah. It's going to say the name.
No, you weren't.
Go ahead.
Okay, it says, this happened when I was 13 in my old house, which always made a lot of noises. This moment absolutely scared the crap out of me. I had just gotten into bed when something put weight on my mattress where my feet were. It was as if someone sat on the mattress and then got up immediately after realizing it had scared me. Everything happened pretty fast, like about 2 to 3 seconds, and it never happened again. I called for my mom like a baby, and I just kind of froze there, having no clue what just happened. 10 years later, I am still just as perplexed.
But they didn't see anything.
No, they just felt the weight go down and then felt it come back up immediately. You know, I feel that this is really scary to me because I've had an experience where in my sleep paralysis, which I would recommend anyone who's listening, please go listen to the rest of our Thursday episodes because we mentioned sleep paralysis. Okay. And I had this one experience. Do you want to hear the whole thing or just like the beginning? Because it's kind of long.
Tell me the most shocking part then.
I'll tell you the whole thing.
Okay.
Okay, so you know when you're about to be hit with sleep paralysis, right? Like
the heaviness.
Exactly. And so I remember that I was sleeping in this not in this apartment. It was a different apartment where I had a roommate.
Okay.
And I had my bed on the foot, my TV on the foot of my bed.
Oh, I know.
Because it was like, there was like a space, you know, right there. The
walkway part.
Yeah, there was like a little bit of space there for my TV to be right there. And it was facing me just directly. And there was this one night when in my sleep paralysis, the TV was on, but the volume was rising. Like it was so loud. This feels like sleep paralysis, but also like a nightmare at the same time.
Yeah.
And I want to say that I think it was Supernatural that was playing on the TV.
Like Like always.
No, like literally in my college days. Like that sounds about right. So I remember like thinking like, oh, I gotta find the remote. And then I see another roommate, a different roommate, sitting on the foot of my bed.
The one that was your direct or the other one?
No, another one.
Okay.
And their back was towards me.
Hell no.
And like they were kind of like hunched down. So I saw them and they like, oh my God, it was so creepy. I can still remember it. They like slowly turned back to look at me, but like their hair was covering their face. And she was like, what did she say? She said something like, turn it down. It's too loud or it's too loud, one or the other. And she was gone. But I just remember seeing my other roommates standing in front of me, but I only saw their silhouettes. And they were laughing for some reason. I don't know why. And yeah, so I know the feeling of, the dip in the mattress. I know that all too well. So I hate that. I hate that so much. Did you ever experience anything like that?
I did. Oh my gosh. Sometimes I think about, okay, this is going to be really weird to say, but if you're watching our episode, this part's not going to get clipped, but the next one will. Sometimes I think about like, I want to say something and I hope this gets clipped. This is my section. Before I do that, you've told me that one before. And that's so scary because when I have sleep paralysis, the one I'm about to say is very specific, but everything before that, I've never had one with a person in it. Have you?
Yeah.
Is that a normal thing for you?
I usually don't see them. Oh my God, I hate saying this. I hate saying this so freaking much. My skin is crawling right now as I'm about to say this. I always had a huge fear of seeing something or someone in my sleep paralysis because I had a friend. She wasn't really my friend. It was my roommate's friend who experienced the worst sleep paralysis nightly. And she would tell me, she would share to the class, I guess, to my roommate and myself, that she would hear like whispering in her ear. And she would see things. And so ever since she would tell me her experiences, I think it started to stress me out. And yeah, like I felt someone kiss me on my temple. I felt someone grabbing my waist, like I told you.
Yeah.
I don't remember which Thursday. One of the other Thursdays. And I just feel like presences too. Like I don't know. It's disgusting.
I feel like every sleep paralysis for me is just normal things that get amplified. So if it's raining, it's like bullet sounding. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that makes sense.
And that's always been my thing. And I usually only get sleep paralysis when I'm stressed and not anytime after that. But it's pretty easy for me to take myself out of it and then I'm good. But I had one recently. Do you remember the one I told you? I was in my bed. Like, this is me awake, okay? I'm going to sleep, and I know I'm stressed. And when I go to bed, I, like, lay down. And the way that my bed is facing, it faces my window. And I had my curtains closed. But then, of course, like, I start to feel the heaviness. And I start to feel like, okay, I'm about to have sleep paralysis. I should start moving myself out of it. But I can't at all. And so then I have this, like, in my mind, in my dream, I already know that I wanted like a baby. And so then I decided to like make a baby out of aluminum foil.
Oh God.
And it was like just the shape of it. And then I was in my bed. Like I already had it. So like
the baby was just there.
Yeah, it was just there. But I knew what went behind it. Like what came to making that baby. And I was holding it. And I remember thinking like, oh my God, this is a baby. Like, this is a baby. And so then I was laying down with the baby, but I would look up and look at my window and the curtains were drawn and you were there.
Oh God.
And you were looking at me. And so then I would look away and then I would look again and then you were somewhere else, but still looking at me.
Oh, I hate that.
And I did that several times. And it didn't change. And you were looking at me in a way that you weren't happy.
Like
but
judgy?
I don't know. It was like you were just observing.
It's weird.
Yeah. So I couldn't tell your emotion, but there was no empathy, which is crazy because you're such an empathetic queen.
So empathetic. You're right.
So then I woke up and it just felt weird. And it went on for hours, dude.
Oh
like,
my God.
It felt so weird to get out of it. And I remember I told you the next day and you and I like researched it.
We were researching like dream meanings,
Yeah.
you know?
It was recent. This was like a while ago.
I do remember. And it also freaked me out because you notice that I'm always like observing you in your dreams.
It's scary. I don't know why.
I don't know why. It's weird.
Weird. But yeah, that was my recent one. And I think about it a lot because I don't usually have sleep paralysis with people in it. That was like one of the first.
Yeah.
That I could remember.
It's definitely trippy because you start to think like, is this actually real? But then you kind of know it's not because you can feel this weight on you.
But then even after sleep paralysis, I don't know if you feel the same thing, but even though it's not real, you have that few seconds of like, holy shit. Like it feels heavy and then you're just like, wait, none of that happened. So why am I so stressed about it?
I mean, sometimes they just kind of linger, those feelings.
That specific dream I told you about, it stayed with me all day. Like, it was just so... And for me to have remembered it as well as I did, I'm like, damn. That's crazy.
Yeah. How do you feel about it now, though? Reflecting.
It's scary. It's scary to me because I can see you. Like, I remember one specific way you were looking at me, and I'm like, I hope you never look at me like
Aww. I don't think I would.
Thank you.
That's so scary. All right.
Thank you.
Let's do another one.
Okay. Spook. I'm very spooked right now, but I'm okay.
I'm very spooked. Okay. So this one is written by Candid_Alps.
Okay.
9050. It is titled, I heard someone moving around in my locked apartment. They wrote, a few nights ago, I was lying in bed around 1 a.m. scrolling my phone before sleep. I live alone in a small one-bedroom apartment and had locked the front door earlier. I started hearing faint sounds in the living room. At first, it was subtle, like the creak of floorboards. Then it sounded like someone opening and closing drawers. My heart was pounding. I grabbed the heaviest thing I had, a metal lamp, and walked out slowly. The lights were off, but I could clearly hear footsteps moving away from me. When I flicked the switch, the room was empty. Nothing out of place, no sign of forced entry. The front door was still locked. I hardly slept that night. The strangest part is my downstairs neighbor mentioned the next day that she heard footsteps above her apartment around the same time, even though I told her I was in bed the whole night.
I feel like everyone has experienced something like this, where like there's I call it a house settling noise, but I feel like I call it that sometimes because I don't want to spook myself.
Yeah.
But you hear a noise and you just kind of sit with it like, what made that noise? And it's kind of, it's a little easier to excuse when you have pets. And mostly like if you have wood floors because you can hear like the patting of their feet. So you're like, okay, I know it's my cat.
But I feel like you can obviously tell the difference between an animal and a footstep.
That's so
There's
scary.
a difference. See, my first thought would be somebody broke in, not ghost activity.
Yep.
And I don't think I would be able to sleep there, you know? Or I would call, well, it's 1 a.m, so that's kind of hard. Like, if I was there alone for some reason, I feel like I would need to call someone and be like,
dude, I would call you.
Somebody come and check this out for me, please. I'm scared.
I would call you immediately.
Yeah.
I cannot. If I came home and the door was unlocked, I'm not walking in. Like, if there's no other cars there and the door's unlocked, there's no reason the door would be unlocked.
Yeah.
You know? And I think about, like, sometimes, I don't know if you do the same thing, but sometimes I think about, like, if I'm in my home and I heard someone break in, like, where would I go?
Oh, that's a really good question.
Like, if you were in your room, where would you go?
If I heard someone breaking in?
Yeah.
Girl, I'd have to jump off the window.
Yes.
Like, what do you mean?
Dude, yeah, I'm taking my whole screen with me. I'm like, I'm out of there.
I need to have, like, already a pack, like, emergency backpack, you know? throw in my laptop, my phone, my iPad.
They're already in. Wait, hold on.
Hold on, please. These are expensive, okay? Please.
I think about that sometimes. Like if I were home, I'm straight, like I'm jumping out my window. I don't care about my stuff. Well, take what I can. Yeah. But I don't care enough about my material things to like stay for it. Yeah. You know what I mean?
And that is the mindset that we need to have. But people don't have that mindset.
Me, my house completely barren, and I'm like, oh, wait, this isn't great.
Wait, why did you take my stuff?
That's so scary. That's like one of my fears.
You just reminded me of this video that was going around. I don't know what plane it was, but there was an emergency landing for a plane.
Yeah.
And it was an emergency, you know?
Yeah.
And so they were trying to get the people onto the raft. They might have been on the ocean. I don't remember the details, but like they were trying to get people to hurry up. But this man was holding up the line because he was getting his bag. And the lady was she was just screaming, leave your stuff. Let's go, leave your stuff. And he still took his time. He was like, nope, hell no.
That's crazy. I don't know. I think
I'd be too embarrassed to do that. I would be more embarrassed. I'd be like, guys, don't look at me. I'm so sorry.
When I got woken up by police officers where I used to live when I had to evacuate.
Oh, damn.
I remember I had 10 minutes to evacuate because that's the time limit they were giving everyone. And then they were going to start bringing people in to put sandbags to stop the water from flooding the town. Mm-hmm. And I remember I had just woken up, and I wasn't waking up the first time they knocked because I was like, nah, it's kids. Like I don't want to deal with that. So I woke up because I was getting a lot of phone calls. And then when I was finally awake, they knocked again, and I went, and they were like, you got to get out of here. We're like this zone is going to be completely flooded. Oof. And I had only a few minutes to pack my car. Mm-hmm. So I remember I just grabbed my clothes out of the closet with the hangers and threw it in my trunk along with like a few blankets and a few pillows. And then I went to my fridge and I grabbed like a lot of food and I put it in a bag and I put it in my car. Mm-hmm. I filled up all of because I had so many water bottles. I filled up all of them with water and I put it in my car. And then I like wrangled my 2 cats and put them in their thing. And I left all the windows down while I was doing this. So they were in my car waiting for me. Yeah. And I don't think I grabbed anything else. I grabbed my computer. I grabbed my work stuff. And yeah, that took me 10 minutes.
Oh, okay. So you were able to do it pretty quickly?
Yeah, but there was no like rhyme or reason to it. It was very much like
hurry up,
all my stuff.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I wonder what I would do in a
and then I lifted emergency. Because I had bookshelves. In my old place. I lifted all my bookshelves and put them on top of my bed.
My God.
Yeah.
A queen.
It was crazy. Mm-hmm. It was that was the scariest like experience because driving back to a safer area, I had to drive through a very unsafe area. Yeah. And there was like this point in our drive, because you used to drive it a lot when you would go visit me because we used to film over there. Mm-hmm. There was a point of the drive that does this, like it's a mountain.
Yeah.
And I couldn't see.
Oh,
like I was so straight scary. Up just going by vibes alone.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn, if I hit something, I hit it real slow. Because I'm not even moving. Yeah. So I'm like, I have no idea where I'm going. I'm doing like the windshield stuff, but it's not working because it was raining so hard.
That is so scary, dude. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think about that too, about the fact that you had to literally leave. I remember you either texted me or sent me a voice note or something. Yeah. And you were like, I'm leaving.
Yeah. Oh, and then I also had to pack all the podcast stuff.
Oh, yeah.
I brought like the lights. I brought our camera. I bought the mics.
Yeah, you're right. I forgot about that. Expensive equipment, so we had to.
And she made it out.
She's alive to tell the tale. All right. Let's wrap it up.
You think so? How long have we been talking? Oh my gosh.
Yeah, we've been
When
talking.
you have fun.
When you have fun.
POV when you have fun.
POV girls night.
Well, thank you for everyone who's listening to us in audio form, whether that be Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, or anywhere you get your podcast on. Thank you so much. If you can please leave a rating of 5 stars and a review recommending us our next read, that would be amazing.
And if you're looking for an extra way to support us just a little bit more, we do have a Patreon, which you can find at patreon.com/bookfix. But if you're not interested in something that's monthly, we do also have Coffee, which is ko-fi.com/thebookfix or buymeacoffee.com/thebookfix.
If you are watching us, thank you so much. If you can like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell because we post every Tuesday and Thursday. If you want to support us on social media, we do have all of our links to our social media and our book clubs on Linktree, linktr.ee/thebookfix.
Thank you so much for listening. Let us know what you thought. Are you spooked? See you in the next one.
Bye. My head.
It's getting hot in here, huh?
Yeah.
I don't think I can hold this up much longer.
Dude.
I'm heating up.
We're going to slowly start shedding until we're just like in
Melt.
our regular clothes.
Yeah. I'm just gonna melt. My makeup's gonna melt off.